ॐ पातालभूतलव्योम चारिणिश्छद्मचारिणः न द्रष्टुमपि शक्तास्ते रक्षितं रामनामभिः. There is a general agreement that Valmiki's Ramayana is not only the first but the most authentic version. Fertile minds have been trying to reimagine this story in their own ways. The list of Ramayanas created till date is very long and continues to grow. Even a cursory glance of this long list is impossible in one human life. I have, in my limitation, studied very few of them and will try to list them here. Studying Valmiki Ramayana in detail itself is an enjoyable process. Students of Ramayana would agree that in every reading, a new meaning emerges. Many able translators have made Valmiki's words available in other languages. In Kannada, Chamarajukti Vilasa is an able translation. For those who are interested in translation with word-to-word meaning, the ever-worshipable Sri Ranganath Sharma's works are the best. Adhyatma, Ananda and Adbhuta Ramayanas are considered three main variants of Valmiki's Ramayana. Each of these works have added many more stories to the main narrative of Valmiki and have their own interpretations about the principal characters of Ramayana. There is Kakabushundi Ramayana, which also has a special place, especially among people from Bengal and the eastern parts. Yoga Vasistha is a favorite text among spiritual seekers. Great poets Kalidasa and Bhaubhuti's take on Ramayana are also very interesting. Next only to Valmiki is the popularity of Tulsidas' Ramcharitmanasa. Most of the major deviations from Valmiki which are popular among masses are from this text. Maybe the reason for this is that performers of all kind depend on this text. Ramcharitmanas is also written in a popular language and the form in which it is written is also easily accessible. Kamba Ramayana in Tamil mostly remains faithful to Valmiki's version. In places where Valmiki is silent, the poet uses his rich imagery to fill in very beautifully. In Kannada, Kuempu's Ramayana Darshanam is noteworthy for several reasons. One is the sheer easiness with which the poet has viewed the story. Second is the language. It is difficult not to get overwhelmed reading the poem, knowing that it is written in Kannada. Some characters here get extended life, many new characters are introduced, events are seen in new light. Totally, as the name suggests, it is completely new vision or darshana of the poem. Religious upmanship resulting from turning political fortunes had its influence on Ramayana also. Jain versions of Ramayana infused their philosophy into the poem and characters and events are changed accordingly. Apart from written text, there are all kinds of art forms which have adopted Ramayana, giving rise to many variants of the text. Painting and sculptures in temples and palaces give us an idea of how characters were personified in early times. A very good example is the complete Ramayana, which is covered in a series of paintings done at the behest of Rana Jagat Singh of Mewar in early 17th century. They are not only beautiful but also interesting because Rajput values are infused into the way the characters are visualized and behave. Dramatists, composers, and musicians have enriched our lives with their works based on Ramayana. Many of them have been set to stage performances. The colorful art form Yakshagana and its verbal only variant Talamaddale have contributed so much to our understanding of Ramayana. Drama troupes, both amateur and professional, have taken Ramayana to the masses. There are many films based on Ramayana, and they should also be seen as useful texts by the serious students of Ramayana. Apart from all the above mentioned, there is a long list of so-called modern retelling of Ramayana from various ideological perspectives. But any work of art should be judged for its creative merit alone and not by its label. Most interesting is the way how people of our country have made Rama and others in the story one among them. Is there a town or village in this country which does not have any connection with Ramayana? If not a temple of Rama or Hanumanta, there definitely will at least be a street named after them, or there will be at least one person in every place who is named after a character in Ramayana. Most of the places in our country connect themselves to the epic in some way or other. So, you see a place where Rama rested, or Sita cooked, or Ravana died in every other part of this country. It looks like Ramayana happens in their soil every day. Ramayana is not a foregone story for us. Through our daily prayers and ritual recitation, that is Parayana, we keep them alive every day in our lives. We keep referring to the characters of Ramayana in real life. So, two persons who are always together become Rama Lakshmana. A dutiful wife is referred to as Sita. Anybody who is cunning becomes Manthara. A selfish lady becomes Kaikeyi, and so on. The rich legacy of Ramayana shows how much people have made the text their own. Our continued acceptance and love itself is the biggest tribute to the characters in the poem and its author. Swasti prajabhyam parivalayantam न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः गो ब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु.